Canelo comes out there what Canelo should do, Canelo wins the fight. Canelo comes out there what he shouldn't do, Crawford wins the fight.
But with Crawford, what are Crawford's keys to victory when you are fighting someone like Canelo, who, albeit maybe not in height, but in stature, is a much bigger man than him?
Control the center of.
What do you think about Terence Crawford calling out Canelo?
You know, I don't like that fight.
I say, Terence. Yeah.
What? Terence went over Canelo.
The boxing world is buzzing with predictions as Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford have signed for a mega fight. Many boxing legends and analysts have weighed in on how this fight could go down, and the opinions are split. Some believe that Crawford's skills give him a real shot at victory, while others argue that the size and power of Canelo will be too much to handle. Boxing legend Mike Tyson disapproves of a Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford matchup. He believes Crawford struggled against Israel Madoff due to size and awkwardness, suggesting a bout with Alvarez at 168 bulbs is unwise.
What do you think about Terence Crawford calling out Canelo?
You know, I don't like that fight.
Why not?
I don't like that fight. It's just too much weight, you know. And he had a close fight with the last guy he fought, Terence, but this guy was big and he was awkward. He was really awkward. He shouldn't have fought that guy. He should have fought a guy that would just come straight at him. The guy was too awkward. He's jerky.
Egid Benovitz has a very interesting take on this fight. He believes that Terence Crawford actually has a good chance of winning. In fact, Benovitz wouldn't be surprised if Crawford pulled off an upset because he has the skills, mindset, and work ethic to beat Canelo.
Looks like it's going to come to fruition in September. What are your thoughts on that bout?
You say it's a good fight. It's a good fight with both of them, but
You use that motivation, like Canelo's, like, you know.
I definitely do use that as motivation because if I was such an easy fighter and target, he would have came and beat me already. Just for him not fighting me lets me know how dangerous he is.
How would you approach the fight?
Is there scissors? Go ahead.
How would you approach the fight with Terence Crawford if it was you against him?
To be honest with you, if I fought Terence Crawford, I would definitely use my size, my reach, my weight to my advantage. Crawford is a very smart fighter, but I guess thankfully I'm not fighting him.
However, at the same time, Benitez admits that he doesn't really want this fight to happen. He points out that Canelo is the money fight and everyone wants a shot at him. But Crawford moving up that much in weight is something he personally doesn't agree with.
Crawford throwing his hat in to want to fight Canelo at 168. I mean, everybody wants to fight Canelo. It's a money fight. You know what I mean? I think even Inoue would come up to fight Canelo. Canelo wanted to fight him. I mean, I don't want to see Crawford to fight Canelo, to be honest with you. But it would be. I'm not saying it wouldn't be a great fight. It would be a great fight. But I feel like if I deserve my opportunity. And and after this fight, what else am I gonna say? You know what I mean? This was a tough fight. You know, the top people ranked in WC are fighting each other. So I mean, it should be an easy call. If I can't get those fights, I'll go up to fight Bivol, or I'll go try to, I set my conquest to 175. Like I said, I don't want no handouts either. I want to, earn my spots everywhere I go, even at 175. But I see that weight class. I want to become champion at 175, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Master technician himself sees this fight as a battle between size and skill. He acknowledges that Canelo is naturally the bigger fighter, which will play a role in the fight. However, Usyk is putting his faith in skills over size. He thinks that Crawford, being the sharper and more technically gifted boxer, will have the edge according to Usyk's skills win fights, and in his eyes, Crawford is the better boxer.
A potential fight between Canelo and Terence Crawford. How do you see that fight?
I like Terence.
Wow.
Well, but it's crazy, man. I say Terence. Yeah.
What? Terence went over Canelo.
Yeah, Terence. But listen, Terence, different man. Terence worked in two sides.
Right.
Switch hitter.
Yes.
And left. But it's very smart, man. Very, very, very smart. But few distance and play.
Adjusting, boxing. You don't think the weight difference will be a factor too much?
Mario, you're asking him?
No, that's why. That's why I'm asking exactly.
Canelo big, yeah, Canelo huge boxer. That I say that.
Wow.
Roy Jones-Jr is another legend who has given his prediction for this fight, and he sees two different outcomes. He believes that if Canelo comes into the fight in top shape and fights the way he should, then Canelo will win. However, if Canelo is not at his best, then Terence Crawford will take advantage and secure the victory for Jones-Jr. The fight depends entirely on which version of Canelo shows up that night.
Yeah, because a lot of people are saying, like, hey, forget about Canelo. That was a tough fight with Madrimov. Go ahead and give Boots a shot. Give Boots the chance. But Eddie's saying, hey, I think Crawford's saying, hey, give me the Canelo fight or I'm not fighting. I'm done.
Why? Well, he got to do the boot. Boot had to take over and start beating the guys around him. He's the best of that group. Bud is in the group of Bud. Bud don't need to come back down to 47 with him. That's crazy. Why would he? Bud looks trying to make history and get out. Get his big bank and get out. His big bank is who? Canelo. He will take that gamble, see if he can beat him. If he beats him, he may go fight Benavidez. If he don't beat him, he say, okay, I think it's the highest I can go.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy if he gets the win. Oh my God.
Sean Porter, who has shared the ring with Terence Crawford, has some concerns about this matchup. He acknowledges that Crawford is a tough and resilient fighter, but he wonders whether he will be able to absorb Canelo's power. Porter knows firsthand how physically strong Crawford is, but when facing a fighter like Canelo, who has knocked out bigger men, it could be a different story. He believes that while Crawford has great defensive abilities, taking punches from someone like Canelo could be a serious challenge.
The others say, like, no, that's 2 more weight classes. Like, once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down, so I think if anything, Canelo will try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before it gets later, and he's still got that kind of steam. But, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a great, a legend. It's just so much to go into. It's a conversation that lasts an hour easily when we talk about all of the components that Terence Crawford has, all of the components that Canelo has, and how we find how they even out and who trumps one another. You know what I mean? We tried to do that with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, and we see how that panned out. You know what I mean? So,
who has fought Canelo in the past, is outright warning Terence Crawford to stay away from this fight. Khan knows what it feels like to be hit by Canelo, and he doesn't think Crawford should take that risk. He believes that moving up to 168 bulbs is just too big of a jump for Crawford, and that it could end badly for him.
I think that should happen. Look, I like Crawford, and I think Canelo is a beast on that way. Honestly, I would advise Crawford not to do that.
Canelo versus Jamel Charlo play now.
I think Canelo just outboxes. Well, no, he doesn't outbox him, but I think just outpowers him and beats him to the punch. And you do give Canelo does have some sort of like decent speed as well. I think Canelo just wins that fight easily.
Could be a knockout.
Could be, but I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Caleb Plant believes that Terence Crawford is strong and has a unique boxing style that makes him dangerous in any fight. He acknowledges that the weight difference is a factor, but also points out that Crawford has proven his ability to adapt. Plant thinks that Crawford's boxing IQ and strategy could play a significant role in this fight, making it more competitive than some expect.
Terence is not a regular guy. You know what I'm saying? He's special. And, Canelo, he's a top-notch fighter, world-class fighter. Still on the pound-for-pound list, I'm sure, towards somewhere near the top. And it's exciting. Terence is freakishly strong. He can punch really. He's got good crack. He can fight from both ways. Orthodox, southpaw. He can fight at mid-range, close range, outside. And he can fight going both ways. So it's exciting. It's exciting. It's a big question mark on the end of it, though. So that's why, I'm sure all of us are excited for that bell to ring and, be able to find out firsthand.
Teofimo Lopez isn't giving Crawford much of a chance in this fight. According to Lopez, Canelo is simply too big, too strong, and too experienced at higher weights. He believes that at some point in the fight, Canelo will land a big shot that will end the fight by knockout.
What round does Crawford get knocked out? I'm gonna put 8. Let's put it on the universe. So I'm gonna put it on 8. 8. And if it goes the other way, I 8. I 8. So yeah, Ryan, Joe, and Eddie Reynoso also. That'll be cool, man. We all get work. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have our own underground boxing, me and Ryan, before we fight.
Ryan Garcia shares a similar opinion to Teofimo Lopez. He believes that Canelo's size and strength will be too much for Crawford to handle. Garcia respects Crawford's skills, but he doesn't see him having the physicality needed to deal with a fighter like Canelo at 168 pounds.
That's going to be a great fight, too. I can't believe they made that happen. Turkey's been making a lot of great fights. You can't really hate on it. But I'm excited for that. I know Canelo is so big, so strong, and I think he'll be just too big. I mean, weight classes matter for a reason.
He said Teofimo and Boots are going to be on your October undercard.
Oh, yeah.
The winner would fight each other.
I didn't know that. But I'm down. I don't care. Yeah, let's do it. I wanted to fight Teofimo too.
Also, I got to do this. I agree with you that there's a lot of sanctioning bodies. There's a lot of promoters. There's more testing organizations. Not just one. Tell me about that. Why are you so adamant about them?
I think that when a coach is pushing a certain organization, it just strikes me off weird. And for it to be like a mandatory thing, like why can't I use another organization? You know, but again, I don't want to talk about it because it might.
A lot of people that say that Crawford can beat Canelo, no problem. I mean, I respect that. I just think they're stupid. I mean, excuse my language. The size difference of a bigger man changes everything with one punch. And I can see the same thing. I mean, you saw Canelo Alvarez fighting Amir Khan. Now, look at this. Terence Crawford moved from 47 to 54 to fight Madrimov. What did he do to Madrimov? Nothing. Okay, Madrimov was a 54-pounder. Now, to move up to 168, that's 2 more divisions. Canelo Alvarez will take any punch from Crawford, but I don't think Crawford will take any punches from Canelo. Remember, Canelo got hit by Triple G, the heaviest hitter in that division. And Canelo took those shots like a champ. I don't think Crawford has anything to beat Canelo.